Hey everybody, what's up? And welcome to Get Maine Lobster Live. My name is Corey and we are with the founder of Get Maine Lobster, Mark. What's going on, Mark?
Much, man. I'm a little chilly, to be honest, but not as chilly as it should be. So I guess that's good.
Yes. It's what is it? Is it 20s?
Actually, no. So the car said 38.
Whew.
So that's pretty good for around here.
Heck
But
yeah.
we're right next to the water, and the water is like super cold. So you get a little bit of a breeze, you know.
Oh my gosh. Well, we got to give some love to Lauren, who's on our video today, and our producer, Bess, who's behind the scenes here. We just wanted to say welcome to everybody. Guys, we are live at the Wharf. Maine Lobster, Get Maine Lobster is in Maine. They are actually at the Wharf, and the food comes in fresh from, what is this? This is Fisherman's Lane?
Wharf. And I like to call this
Lobsterman's
Alley. So,
okay. Now, what about this cold water thing? It makes these lobsters so delicious. Like, what is it about it?
Yeah, I mean, one of the big things of why Maine lobster, as opposed to, say, a Caribbean lobster, is so much sweeter is that cold, high salinity water. So colder the water, sweeter the meat. Maine has a lot more salinity over here, so we're getting that tenderizing of it as well. But cold water, sweet meat. So
beautiful. Okay. And so what are the main differences between a cold water lobster and the Caribbean lobster? It's the claws, right?
Yeah. So Caribbeans, they call them spiny. They don't have claws. Their shell is a different color. Their habitat is much different, right? Temperature and salinity. And there's a little bit of a different flavor. And the Caribbean tends to have a beefier tail. So
nice. Yeah. Okay. Now, as we look over here, what do you got to your left there? Because I see a lot of different things that are over here. Like, what are these little houses and things? Like, I have not been to this.
We call those shanties. So these guys, they come in. So the lobstermen work really, really early. They wake up at like 3 o'clock in the morning. They drive over. Some of them don't live in Portland because Portland's becoming, very fancy and it's hard to live here. So they live away. They drive in. The shanty, they've got their fisherman's clothes, right? Their lobsterman's clothes. They got coffee pot, all these things that they need to do to get ready to go out. So every single one of them drives a truck. So there's not a lot of room to keep anything in there. So they have these little shanties. You see, so one of them's got a smokehouse. So he's got a wood stove in there to stay nice and warm. So it's kind of neat. It's like this we're in the middle of downtown Portland, and then you come here and you're like, looks like a little tiny town. So it's pretty neat.
Oh my gosh. Well, we have kind of a big announcement here, folks. It is, the big game coming up next weekend. So we want you to get ready. Now, whether you're a Niners fan or you're a KC fan, it doesn't really matter. We want to make sure that you are fully supplied. A what?
Or a Taylor and Travis fan.
Oh yes, you gotta love the Kelsey Swift movement going on right now. And the truth is there's something that you all have been asking for on social media. You've been asking for the 4-pack, okay? And when I talk about the 4-pack, I'm talking about our world famous lobster rolls. And the good news is you're gonna see it on the bottom here. The 4-pack is back, but you got to listen very carefully. This is how you get it. All right. We want you to go to the website. Just go to getmainelobster.com, and up at the top, you're going to see Mark's Faves. Mark's Faves is a place where you can go to grab buy one, get one deals, amazing offers, and they change all the time. Right now, if you get anything on Mark's Faves, all right, excluding the live lobsters, because those come from a different part. That's a different thing. You can unlock the 4-pack for $79.99. That is the lowest price that we have ever been able to do this. So what I want you to do is I want you to think about tails, all right? I want you to think about lobster meat. I want you to look at some of the great offers in there. We've got, 2 pounds of lobster meat, get 1 pound of tiger shrimp. We've got the full party pack. We've got tails, buy 4, get 4, 5 to 6 ounces or 6 to 7 ounces. Whatever you need for your party, we got you covered. And then you can unlock that 4-pack of rolls for just $79.99, which again, guys, it's the lowest price that you'll ever find. And you have to accept it as the order bump in your cart. I can walk you through it and show you here in just a second how to do it. But ultimately, Mark, I mean, what are you planning for your big game party? Like, what are you putting together?
So I actually I go to Las Vegas every year for the Super Bowl, and I go to a big party where there's a big buffet. So when I'm here in Maine and doing it, we have shrimp tails and then lobster rolls. I usually make small ones because everybody likes make sliders. Everybody likes to have little bite-sized things because everybody watches the halftime show, right? So and this year it's Usher. He's a big entertainer. So we're gonna want to watch that. So I think of easy stuff, tails, those are really easy. Shrimp is really easy. Obviously, lobster rolls are really easy. So that's what we do. Easy stuff that's yummy. And it tastes good if it gets a little cold after you cook it. So.
Oh my gosh. Finger foods, things that you can grab and go are what it's all about. Okay, Mark, I want to know, you talked about fishermen, and things like that in the winter. What do they do when it's too cold to go out? Like, I mean, they still have to fish, right? So what do they do?
What's interesting is, so these are day boaters, right? So here, these guys in Lobsterman's Alley, these are all day boaters. So right now, if you turn a little bit, Lauren, you'll see there's one empty spot. There's one guy out right now. So, and if you look around at all the traps, so a lot of guys, the day boaters have pulled their traps up because it is too cold for them. So what we do is we go drive way up north where the guys are a little bit more rugged and they fish year round. They have bigger boats. They're not day boats. They're called big smack boats. And they go out for a couple of days. They don't care about the cold. They do, but they rough it anyway. But this time of year, there's actually a lot less supply and the demand is still really good. But that winter lobster, it's definitely a different flavor. And,
interesting.
But they got to bundle up. Day boaters, they go from about May until December, and then they pack it up for a little bit and stay warm for the winter.
And what do you have behind you over your right shoulder? Are those traps?
Yeah, I mean, point it up.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
And it just goes down. It's a big wall, and you can walk through it. It's kind of neat. But all around here, you see everybody's brought up most of their traps. These are Billy's traps. Billy Coppersmith, he's our guy. And, he goes snowmobiling in the winter. That's what he does.
Nice. Love it.
Yeah.
Well, listen, everybody, we're here every Friday just for you. And what we want to do is make sure that you know about this 4-pack being back, right? So I told you that I would show you how to do it. I'm just going to unlock my screen real quick. Let me get into it. And I'm going to take you through the site. Give me just 1 second here and get to where I need to go. Holy cow. So painful. But I need to show you how to do this. Okay. So I'm going to hit share, present. All right. I'm going to share my screen. And then we are going to go right here. Okay. Bess, can you see my screen now? There it is. Okay, we got it. All right, here we go. So up here on the website at the top, you got Mark's Faves. You're going to click on Mark's Faves. And other than Live Lobster, anything on here is going to be good to go to unlock this offer, right? So if I want to do the lobster tails 5-6 ounce, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to click on that. And you can see that's coming in at like $40 off right now as is. So buy 4, get 4 free. We're going to add that to the cart. And then what you're going to see, I already have an item in my cart, but what you're going to see is, I'll go ahead and remove. If you go into the cart, you're going to see a couple different things at the bottom. And as you scroll down here, you're going to see the offer pop up, and that's where you're going to accept it. So there it is. It's right there, guys. $79.99. 4 lobster rolls, special price for you. The only way that you can get it is by adding any of Mark's Faves to your cart, other than the live lobsters. These are not going to work. Okay, so go ahead and save $200 here. Go ahead and save $90 there. Go ahead and save $135 off of the cocktail lobsters. I mean, we got a lot of great offers going on, and we want to make sure that you are set to go for Super Bowl Sunday, and that will get you your 4-pack of the lobster rolls. So, Mark, anything else that you want to share with us before we get out of here?
I was just thinking it's amazing that you can get a lobster roll for $20 delivered to your house, right?
Yeah.
I just ran the math real quick. It's not a hard one. 80 divided by 4. And, shoot, here in Maine, you're paying like $35 to $50 for a lobster roll.
Yeah.
Even in Maine. So some of you that have been to Maine, you've seen that. So I think that's awesome that we can do that, especially for the big game, right? It's one of my favorite times of the year.
Heck yeah. Yeah. Good stuff.
But yeah, just I look forward to serving you.
All right, people. Listen, enjoy the big game. Have a blast. We'll see you soon. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next week.